Hey everybody, it's Tanya Atomic, and today I'm reviewing the Moon Spell palette by Lunar Beauty. This is a palette I've had my eye on since it was announced, and I've been wanting it, and picked it up while there was a sale at Sephora, and so I have it now. I believe it's $48. Which is high for a palette, but this is a nice indie palette, so actually that's a pretty good price. And yeah, so let's get on to the review. So this is the outer packaging, and it's made to look like a nice leather-bound book. So here's the palette inside, and the artwork is just gorgeous. All over. It says vegan and cruelty free. A little skull. I mean, it's just so beautiful, and looks like pages. They indented little pages there. And then this is all raised, and this is glossy, and it's just really beautiful. The attention to detail on this is super gorgeous. And inside, you got your big mirror, you have your protector, and you have all your shadows here. What it looks like is some shimmer, some matte, and a couple like glittery shimmers. So let's swatch these. So the first one here is Prue, and these are all names of witches from pop culture. Prue it's sort of this glittery topper here, shimmery glittery topper, and the next one is Piper, which is this pink shimmer. So I dug my finger in there a little bit too hard. And then Phoebe, which is a hot pink glittery. It's really pretty, really shiny. And then Paige is this lighter pink, sort of a magenta. And those, of course, are the charmed ones. And then we've got Sabrina. Now, Sabrina is a dark purple, and I used it today for my look, and I know that it's buildable, so I am going to swatch again. Now see how that is buildable? I really like that. So you can use it as light as you want for a wash of color, and then you can build it up. You can build up, the other colors are buildable as well. So we have Winifred here, which is a brown. Sarah, which is sort of a dove with a brown, dove brown, I don't know. It's really light brown, but it's got sort of a peach undertone to it. Then we have Mary. That is a brown shimmery glitter. It's really pretty. So those colors were all named after the witches from Hocus Pocus. Then we've got Samantha. This is super pretty, like a glittery copper. Samantha, of course, from Bewitched. And we've got Kiki's Delivery Service. That's a nice matte brown. And we've got Hermione from Harry Potter. That's a shimmery gold. I'm running out of arm space. We've got Bonnie. That last shade was Bonnie, and that's from Vampire Diaries. Then we've got Marnie right here, which is sort of a it's like a army green, sort of a light army green. Marnie from Halloween Town. Then we've got Nancy here, and Nancy, of course, from The Craft. That's a teal. And then we've got Fiona from American Horror Story, and that is a dark teal shimmer. Oh my gosh. Does that have a reflect to it? I can't tell, but there's something going on. Something going on with Fiona there. So this is all the colors swatched. Whoops, needs to be a little smoother. So these are all the colors swatched, and that is beautiful. I definitely think witches when I see these colors, witches in pop culture. I could definitely see that. This is a beautiful palette, and I can't believe, as I'm sitting here doing swatches, I can't believe that this is in my hands. It's so gorgeous, so beautiful. I didn't think I'd be able to buy it, and here it is. I'm sitting here just swatching the colors, thinking, I can't believe that I'm actually touching this and using it. I'm so happy about this. It's so exciting to me. I love these colors. They look kind of, you know, light pastel-y and yet buildable. Let me go ahead and show you how they perform on the eye. So I have my eyes primed with Nomad eye primer, and I'm gonna start with Page right here. Okay, I just went in with a teeny tiny bit of Page, and I'm going to go in with a little bit more, so it is very blendable, and let me see if it is buildable. Okay, that is buildable. I built it in my crease, but when I open my eyes, you know, you don't see it as much, so let me go up a little higher. Okay, that is definitely buildable. I'm going to go in with a third layer. Okay, so that really does build. I built up only almost a little too much, more than I wanted, but I did want to see how the lighter shade built up. I'm going to go with a little bit of Sabrina, this purple. That purple looks really good. Same thing, it blended out really well, and it built really well as well. So I'm gonna go into Kiki right here and just deepen the outer corner, because I think that looks best on me. Okay, now I'm gonna go into Piper. I'm actually gonna put that on the lid using my finger. And that applies super easily with the finger. I'm going to try some Phoebe in the middle to the outer edge. These apply really easily with the finger. That is super pretty and shiny. Then I'm going to do Prue. On this very inner edge here. And let's see. I'm going to tap a little bit more Phoebe just to blend Prue and Phoebe together. Kind of go back and forth and blend them. I'm going to take Nancy on the lower lash. And I am going to smudge that with Bonnie here. So I'm back with my eyes finished. And I have to say, I do love these shadows. There was very minimal fallout. There was fallout on the glitter shades, but that was easily brushed away. No problem. I think the only thing I would do differently is I probably wouldn't smudge out the lower line with Bonnie because that yellow-green color is probably not a good color to have on your under eye. But it matches well with the pink, so maybe I'd reverse it or something. Yeah, overall, I really liked all the colors that I used. I didn't use, it's a hefty palette, so I didn't even use half of the shades. But of what I did use, it seemed like they started out soft and then were very buildable and definitely were blendable. So I was really happy about that. I do think they're high quality shades. Is it worth the price? I mean, the packaging is so beautiful and you do get a really good amount of product. And it is something that is like a showcase piece, I think. So definitely I do think it's worth the price. My only complaint about this palette is it's not a standalone. I did this look just using the palette, and there's definitely looks that I can do using the palette alone, and that I think that's great. But I do want to use other colors, and I probably will use this with other palettes. But that said, this is not a palette that I would ever travel with. This is a home use only kind of palette. And so the con of wanting to use other colors with some of these colors, it doesn't bother me at all. So that said, yeah, I feel, very positive about this. I definitely would recommend it if you like the packaging and you like the colors, then yes, I definitely recommend it. If you're not as into the colors, it does have a little bit of a higher price point. So really, think about it before purchasing. Is my advice. I don't know. Let me know if you have thoughts about the Moonspell palette in the comments below, and thanks for watching.